Hello everyone. Good afternoon. Can you hear me? Okay. So I'm Jalal. I'm doing PhD, majoring in atmospheric physics and atmospheric environment, School of Atmospheric Physics, and I'm the founder and director of Research Society. It's a platform for the students or academicians or researchers who want to develop their skills in research field. Okay. And I'm serving as a reviewer in the Journal of Hydrology, Regional Studies, Elsewhere. And I'm recording today's program and I will upload on my YouTube channel. Okay. You'll find my lectures on YouTube. If you missed my class like scientific paper writing, you just visit the playlist, you'll find the video on there, right? Like if you missed the scientific paper writing. Okay, that was for international students. Scientific paper writing, if you missed that class, so you can watch on my YouTube channel. Okay. Okay, let's get started. I will talk how to select research field, right? If you're a very beginner or if you're very new in research and you want to start your research journey, so you need to select your research field. You need to choose your topic, right? So how to do that? I will talk step by step, okay? Now, can you share your ideas? Like in today's talk, there will be two ways of communication, right? I will share my ideas and you will share your ideas. Then we'll learn from each other, right? You can come first here and share your. What is the research? What is your idea? What does it mean, the research? You can come in the first line. Come and talk. Yeah. What is research?
From my perspective, I think a research is like a way of gathering new ideas or finding out new ways of doing, let's say, some programs, maybe new way of doing something that has been done by living a totally different way.
Okay. Now online, do you want to share your ideas? I'm showing my internet is Okay, no worries. If there is an internet problem, so I can upload my video on my YouTube channel. So don't worry. We'll talk. Okay, network unstable. It's connected. So research means finding new knowledge, finding something new, right? Or it can have the existing knowledge. You can develop the theoretical or the practical aspect. So, for example, China has invented vaccine, right? Like USA also has invented vaccine. Like it is 80% effective or 90% effective. Now you can search some factors. Why it's not more than 90%? Why it is not effective like 95%, 99%? Like everyone will take the vaccine and COVID will go out. So you need to search. You need to sit down in the lab. You need to find something, right? Then you can develop this vaccine. These are something new. Okay? Like you're from the computer science. Like which type of problem? What is the problem? Like in Facebook, you can post the longer video, more than 3 minutes. But in WeChat, only 30 seconds. This is the limitation of WeChat. Even when you post on WeChat, you can't edit. You have to delete. This is a problem. So you make some apps that is more than WeChat. This is something new. You get it the idea? Like even like I'm doing research on cyclone. Okay, you know the cyclone, typhoon, hurricane. Do you know that hurricane? The cyclone, typhoon, it affecting us, right? So like the meteorologist, they focused the cyclone, like maybe this is 80% accurate, or tomorrow what will happen? It will be raining or sunny, whatever. Like the prediction like 90% accurate, but you develop some model, you add some algorithm, and it will be 99% or 95% accurate. If you say, okay, tomorrow at 2 p.m. there will be rain, there should be 2 p.m. or like, okay, like 1:59 or like 2:02, like 2 or 3 minutes after or before. Did you get it? That is the most effective. So you need to develop the model. You need to develop the algorithm. You need to add something. So this is something new. Then you can publish. Did you get the idea? Or you're working on like the computer sounds like the robot something. You just make something new. Did you get it? This is the research. And if you do the research, you can dominate the world, like NASA from USA.
Okay. Business side.
What about in business side? Like you are the businessman. You have the company like Alibaba.
Yeah.
Okay, what in the Taobao, right? In Taobao, they also use the algorithm. Like if you just buy one product, why don't you next? It will show you the similar products. This is a classification, something the machine learning. So like you're the businessman, you got the profit like 90%, or like your business was sold by like 90 millions or etc. You have the record, right? Now you're aiming to profit more than last year. So you need to find out the factors. Which products mostly by the customer, right? You need to find out. So you need to do research. You can make some questionnaire, or like you can develop the algorithm, right? So that's why if you can profit what you did last year and you did better than last year, then this is something new. You find something new. So you apply on your business. In anywhere, something new. Right? Anywhere, something new. That is the research. Finding new knowledge, okay? Then research means to find out the knowledge gap. Nobody has done. Something new, like, okay, I have done something, what I said in WeChat. Alibaba, they created the WeChat, but WeChat has limitation. You develop and make another one. Like what I say, like another Zoom without Tencent. When I used Tencent last year, there was no recording option. Did you get it? Now Tencent improved, and Zoom you need to buy. But Tencent, they gave it free for everyone, and there is like 300 attendees can be joined. But in Zoom, 300 if you want to like access for 300 participants, you need to buy. Tencent improved and giving free, like they want to dominate the world. Like you have the Google, China build something. The world use YouTube, they use something. So they have created their own platform, but they are improving day by day. If you see the machine learning competition, you will see different apps like Google, even they have like Baidu, etc., etc. And you see the competition. China is going up day by day. So they are improving the algorithm, improving the model. So this is something new. So you need to find out the knowledge gap. In every field, business, okay. You just okay, Alibaba profit like this and Bill Gates profited in this amount. So how we can reach at the same level like Bill Gates? You want to be a rich man like Bill Gates, so you need to find out the factors, find out the knowledge gap.
New contents.
Yeah, new contents, like something new. So the main purpose of the research finding knowledge gap in any fields. Okay, so for the knowledge gap, even Bill Gates read scientific papers. You know now Bill Gates now is spending money on climate change. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
Have you seen that? Bill Gates now reading scientific papers. Why? Because if you want to know them, if you want to invest something, you need to read scientific papers. Because the researchers are scientists, they publish their results in the journal, scientific papers. Did you get it? So if you want to do something, you need to read scientific papers. Did you get the idea? In any fields or medical sciences, they publish their papers. So what emphasize the relevant scientific papers? Why? The step one, search relevant scientific papers. Do you know why? Why the relevant scientific papers? Without only scientific papers. Why did I emphasize on relevant?
More information.
Any ideas?
I think because in the journal there are so many.
Exactly. Long research, the papers on machine learning, you will get thousands of papers. But you don't need to read the thousands of papers. Like you are working on the support vector machine. You know the support vector machine is that this is a machine learning model. Or like random forest, or AdaBoost, or like deep learning model, CNN, convolutional neural network, or like LSTM, not like long short-term memory, right? Whatever if research on work model, you know the work model, like NUIST get the give forecast by using work model, the weather research forecasting model, right? So this all thing, like if you search, okay, the paper on climate change, you will get like more than thousands of papers on climate change. You'll be stuck. That's why you need to search the relevant scientific papers. You search on keywords. Did you get it? Then you will find the relevant papers. And the journals are like, they use the algorithm. This is for the classification. If the machine learning has one application is the classification. Right? In Taobao, you search one product, and Taobao will show you similar products. How? This is a classification. Use the hashtag for what? For the classification. Did you get the idea? On YouTube, when you watch one video, the YouTube, when you next time open the YouTube, the automatic will show you the similar videos. Why? This is a classification, right? When you search with keywords, like you just work on support vector machine, you just search support vector machine. Like this is for the image processing. Like if you are from the computer science, the image processing, or when we enter the dormitory, there is a scanner, right? They classify, detect the image. Even if you find the detect the bank fraud, how? This is a machine learning, this is the algorithm, right? So that's why you can use the keyword and search only relevant scientific papers. Otherwise, you waste your time. Okay? Then you'll be disappointed from the research. The first, you can use the Google Scholar, but in China without VPN, you can't access. Okay? Then there is another option like ResearchGate. Okay? From ResearchGate, you can find papers. Okay. Let's search papers on first Google Scholar. Okay? Can you see the Google Scholar? Okay, so here you can search like when you search, just this is for example. Okay? It will pop up the paper. because I don't want to show the whole papers. Okay, for understanding, I just want to show one. So in Google Scholar, you can search. When you search with keywords, okay, it will pop up. It will give you the list of papers, relevant papers. Okay, this is a classification. So even if you if you can't access Google Scholar, then you can find from ResearchGate. Like, you just copy the keywords what I search here. Then you can open the ResearchGate. Like Facebook is a platform, right? The ResearchGate is a platform for research. We publish our papers, we'll upload in ResearchGate. This is a platform for the researcher, for any fields. So then you can search in ResearchGate. This is my profile. Okay, so you can search in ResearchGate. Can you see here? There is a bar: search for publications, or researcher, or questions. Okay, when you search, they will classify. They will show you what you want, right? Then you can search here. See? Now it's showing the relevant papers. Okay. We just need this. So you can see the profile of the researcher. Even you can connect, you can contact, you can message in your field. You need to connect with your field. You can connect with other scientists. Okay. So this is a platform you can visit the profile. This is a, you see, DOI. Do you know the DOI? Digital Object Identifier. They provide everything and which journal. So from there, even you can access. Okay, you can search your papers, relevant papers. Yeah. Chinese means what?
For example, I'm studying Chinese now. And then next I will do my thesis in Chinese. This is two sides. Can I do any results in Chinese and for example?
Yeah, you can search in ResearchGate. You can search in ResearchGate or Google Scholar, or you can use Google. Even Google will show you, or you can use Baidu. But the main thing is you need to search with keywords, with relevant keywords. Okay? When you put the relevant keywords, like Baidu has an algorithm, even Google has an algorithm, everyone has an algorithm. So they will pop up. They will classify the information what you want, right? Okay. Okay. Even you can find your papers with the journal website. Like we have a different website, the Elsevier journal, Springer, Willy, etc., etc. Even you can search from the journal website. So for this, we use the Schema journal and platform. So this is the Schema. From there, like if you are studying in computer science, there is a different background. Okay. If you want to know your journals, okay, then you just, okay, from maybe you're from the computer science. The computer science is a big field. Like I say, climate change is a big field. You need to be specific. Then the subject choice, like the computer science, there is a different research. So if you want to do the artificial intelligence, like this is a machine learning, like deep learning, everything is go under artificial intelligence, the AI, right? So you just give the subject, then the all regions and countries. This means like different journals dominated by different countries. Some journals from USA, some journals from like Europe, some journals from Switzerland, etc. Okay, but they're all under like Elsevier, Springer, Willy, or there is some like the platform like American Meteorological Society or like American Computer Science Society, etc., or like Europe, the Royal Meteorological Society, Royal this. Like even there is some recognized journal by different. What is like this is like USA, Europe. This is aliens with this dominated group, right? Let's see. This is a schema journal link. Notice I will share the PPT in the group. Okay, you'll get the even I'll upload on my YouTube channel. So here you need to choose. You see, it has different backgrounds. Okay, so just I want to show the computer science. Here is the computer science. Okay. Then you see there are different subjects like artificial intelligence, the computer theory and mathematics, computer graphics and computer-aided designs, CAD, etc., etc. So you just choose whatever you want. If you are just interested in artificial intelligence, then search. And in this field, science robotics is the top journal #1. So I will not talk this. You will not understand this. This is like next step. Okay. So this is a top journal. Then even you can choose this journal and go there and you can search your papers. Okay. Now, there is a big question. You need to download your paper without cost. How? Like you are in China, you can use NUIST IP address, you can download your. Or if anywhere you don't have access. Oh, do you have any ideas? Without NUIST IP address, how can I access? Like, how can I download my papers? Please. Any ideas? Where's someone? Yeah? Any ideas?
To use the page sci-hub.
Yeah, sci-hub. Yeah, I will show you. Yeah, so you can hack. This is also the legal way. Legal way means sci-hub use IP address. They hack the IP, like use the NUIST, we use different universities and download and this is good for the poor people. How can you buy the papers? You need to pay like more than $50 or more. How? Right? So I will not talk theory. I will show you everything in practical. That help you to like create your passion on research. Many of the students don't want to do research. Do you know why? They don't know the stream. They just come and sleep. Then they claim, oh, this school didn't teach us like this. You have to search. Okay. One is NUIST IP address, but be careful. If you use the VPN, you are not in NUIST. Don't use VPN. Okay, let me show you the, and then we can use Science Hub for free. We can use this Science app, and you just put the URL or like DOI. You know the DOI? DOI means the digital object identifier. I use the search string. In the programming, you know the string. String is some characters. That means you can use a title of the paper. Okay. Then Science Hub can download your papers. Okay. Let's try. Open this paper. You see, it's saying you need to process or access through an institution. Do you know why? Don't talk. Do you know why? Because here I use the VPN, so I'm not in NUIST. That's what it's saying. You can view, but you can access through your institution or access PDF. Or if you're a reviewer, like I can access, but it's a different question. Okay, so what should I do? I use the school IP address. For this, if you use the Epic browser, you can't. So you need to use some browsers and make sure you don't have the VPN. Okay, now you copy this link. This is called the DOI, like digital object identifiers. Copy the link. Okay, then open with this Internet Explorer or Mozilla Firefox or Google Chrome, but without VPN. Right? Paste. Now you see download PDF. That means here is saying you have institutional access, means the journal recognizes I'm in NUIST. So NUIST has already paid. Here. So this is the difference. Okay. Now you're out of China. How to? So this is the next step. So we can download the paper, but here there is two options. One is like download this article or like download the full issue. What does it mean? What does it mean, the issue? Do you know that? Issue means every year journal has an issue, like a volume. Like one volume, they can publish thousands of papers. There's a different issue, like 2020, 21, there is an issue. So under this issue, you can submit maybe up to 1,000 or 500 papers. So there is like hundreds of papers. You don't need to download the whole paper. So you just download this article. Okay, ma? Okay. So just download this article. Is there. Okay? So just save it. I will show you how to read paper. Wait, one by one. So we are finished, right? Now, if you want to access freely from out of China or like anywhere, you don't have the access. We have already copied the DOI, right? The link. Just paste it here. And open. Yeah, the paper is coming without paying. Quick. So, paper is there. You can download. So this is the one option. Now, you have downloaded your papers. The next step, you need to understand the paper is too long. Like a bachelor student, whatever a master of the field, you are very new in research. If you read the whole papers, your brain will be puzzled and you will be disappointed with the research. Oh, I don't like the research. Who like the research? Whoever. Oh, no. That's why you need to know the structure of the paper. But if you know how to write a paper, you just visit my YouTube channel, there is a lecture on how to write a scientific paper. First, you need to know the structure of a scientific paper. Do you know what is the scientific structure of a scientific paper? Do you know the content of the scientific papers? Do you know? Any ideas? No idea. Okay, no problem. I got it from my book. we have submitted our book, chapter. I adapted from my book. So this is the structure of a scientific paper. In any papers, in any background, it should start from title and finish with the summary or conclusion. Okay? So there is a title, abstract, the keywords. We use the keywords, when we search, there's the keywords, introduction, data, method, result, discussion, then summary or conclusion. Right? This is the structure of a scientific paper. So step 3, you need to know the structure of a scientific paper. Okay? Then, now you know the structure of a scientific paper. Paper has title, keywords, the abstract keywords, blah, blah, blah. Like title to conclusion. But you need to extract the ideas. You're a very beginner of the research. Like you want to select your research field. Before you select, what I say, research is something new, right? Find the knowledge gap. So if you want to find the knowledge gap, you need to read the paper. You need to understand the papers, right? Now step 4, extract ideas from a scientific paper. You don't need to read the whole paper. I will show you when you need to read first. When you finish that step, when you are okay, then you can read full papers for the next step. Did you get it? But in the first step, you read the whole paper. It will give you like a puzzle. You are in a dilemma. Then you will be disappointed and leave successful. Then, first, you need to get the overall ideas from an abstract. So, even abstract has a structure. What is the structure? Then you find it out. Then you can extract the ideas. Overall ideas from an abstract. Do you know what is the structure? Dr. Lava?
I think this is in the last workshop of paper writing. About actually mentioned that you just one by one all your theme of your research in the paper. If you are going to put all this in the abstract. Like first is like background or in front of two sentences, then your methodology and analysis, and then result and some conclusion.
That's good. So, this is a structure. The background with justification and conclusions. Most writers or researchers omit these two. Some researchers omit this part and this part, but these 3 parts is mandatory. You should have objectives, you should have methods, and should have the key findings, the results. So this is a mandatory of your abstract. You should have the objectives, then the methods, what you did, and the results, like the key findings. Okay? This is the structure of an abstract. Then, how do you know the previous relevant research work from an introduction? From the abstract, you can know the overall. So, just you get the overall ideas of a scientific paper. Now you need to know the previous research work. Why? Do you know why? Research means something new. You are saying finding knowledge gap. If you want to find the knowledge gap, you need to read the previous work, what they have done, and what they have not done yet. You need to find out the knowledge gap. Then this would be the knowledge gap, like something new. Then you can publish your paper. If there is no something new, you can't publish your paper. So that means you need to read the relevant research work. Where will you find? In introduction. In every paper, you'll find them in introduction, right? So you need to know the structure of an introduction. This is called the anti-pyramid structure. You know the food pyramid, right? This is the primary, right? Then it's go up tertiary, right? Am I right? Like this. But in introduction, it should be anti-pyramid. Actually, this one here. And what is this? In this part, in introduction, first they give the overview of the problem. What is the overview of the problem like? What is the problem? You are doing something like you want to do the research. You have the problem. You have to solve this issue, right? What is the problem? And what is the topic important? Why is the topic important? What are you doing? If there is no significance, you don't need to do research, right? Then motivate the readers. This is the structure. So the writer will talk about the topic, the problem, and why the topic is important. Then relevant previous works. In this section, the second section, the first is the opening. Then you will find the relevant previous works. That every researcher talk about what have already been done or what have not been done or justification of the research. They will justify their research. Okay? Then goal of the research means what is the object to find the answer. After that, you will find the objective from that paper. Then some of the researchers omit this option, research question or hypothesis. But even some research, most of the researchers give the outline of the paper. They say, okay, the next of the rest of the papers will be like this. In section 2, we'll talk this. Section 3, this. So you will get the outline. So our main aim to read introduction to find previous relevant research works. To find the knowledge gap. Okay? Then you need to extract ideas from scientific paper like no data and method. Do you know why? You need to understand the data and method. What they did. Maybe you will use the different data, or you will use the different method, or you want to develop the existing method. What I said, you have the method, you have the model, you want to add some algorithm, or you want to develop and find the knowledge. That's why you need to know data and method. Then, when you know everything, ask yourself, this is the final step. How to read the paper after the break. Finally, you know the knowledge gap, you want to do research. Before you start research, ask yourself, which skill do you have? Ask yourself, do you have enough academic knowledge to do the research? Now you know, okay, I want to do this thing. I found the knowledge gap. But if you want to do research, you need to have some skills. You ask yourself, this is called a self-talk. You go somewhere or sit down and think what I have. Right? Are you good at coding or data analysis? What does it mean by coding? In scientific data analysis, we need coding. Not do by hands. We not calculate our hands. We use the mathematics. We use the algorithm. It's very difficult. It's very complex. How to do by hands? If you do by hands, like you are 100 years back. So we need the coding. Whatever, Python, R, MATLAB, whatever, blah, 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 you need to know. It depends on your field, okay? And finally, do you have in-depth knowledge in statistics? Why? In every research, you need the statistics. Without statistics, you can't validate the scientific results. No statistics, who have research? Statistics, you can't publish it. Do you wait 10 minutes or should I finish? I think
Okay, we finished.
These are replies already.
Okay, so do you have any question before I go to the practical session? Do you have any question? Yeah, auntie ma. Mayo. Mayo auntie. Okay, shishia. So we have downloaded our papers, right? Let's open. What I said in an abstract
Should be like some researchers talk about the background, then objectives, method, results, and conclusion. But it's must three things. You'll find three things. It's must. Objective, method, and results. Right? In abstract. It will give you the overall idea. When you submit your papers, now I'm a reviewer, or the editor will see first the abstract. See the objective of your research, see the methods and the results, key findings. If something new, then editor will feel interest to go further. Like I'm a reviewer. If I get some papers, I first read the abstract. I'm now a reviewer. Okay, I read the abstract and see what is something new. Then I'll feel interest to go in there, right? So that's why we have the abstract. Here you say, like, this study aims, that means it's talking the objective. Is it good? Saying this study aims to compare two machine learning techniques, like random forest support vector machine for real-time, blah, blah, blah. That means this is the objectives. That means in this paper, they compare two machine learning models. We forecast typhoon rainfall. It's very clear, right? Compare two machine learning models. Objective is very clear. Then you find this method, whose data they used. Yeah. Till now, they talk about data and method. Like 1 to 3 ahead of rainfalls, like they use the gridded data, they stock the gridded data, they forecasted before like 1 to 3 hours ahead. 3 hours ahead. Okay? They use which etc. constructed the model, everything, training, testing. This is the data and methods. Is you get it? First, they talk about the objectives, then they talked the methods. Now they're saying this is the results. You see? According to forecasting performance, it reveals, you need to understand the language, the scientific paper. Say this study aims, that will be the objective. They say it reveals, that means these are results. Okay? From there, you can see the results. So now you got the overall ideas from the scientific papers. Now we need to extract the ideas for the relevant previous works, right? So you need to go to the introduction. What I said before, in the first paragraph, they will talk the problem. Like why they are intending to forecast typhoon rainfall before 3 hours ahead and using machine learning, right? They will talk in the first. Then the second, they will talk the previous work. In this period, they was talking the NW model. You know, the NWP means numerical weather prediction model. They're talking the previous one because they are using the machine learning. But there is also some models, numerical models. So they are talking about models, but your interest on machine learning. So you just read. Must they will talk about random forest and support vector machine. Did you get it? First part, they just talk about the problem. Then go. You must find the research on random forest and support vector machine. Because they have to justify their research.
Clear? So if I go down, you see, they're coming to machine learning. Recently, an attractive alternative to numerical models is the hourly rainfall forecasting models by using machine learning. Did you get it? Then they are talking in this side, this paragraph, they talk about the numerical models. Then say, because they use the machine learning models, they say now, recently an attractive alternative to the numerical weather prediction model, there is a machine learning. They're justifying their research. Now, in this paper, how many models they used? Only 2 models, random forest and support vector machine. Now they are talking about the random forest. Did you get the idea? Now they started talk about the random forest. What is it? Why is the random forest? What is the advantages and disadvantages? They're talking. Now, still you didn't get the previous work of random forest and support vector. Just go, okay? And we need to go off. Yeah. Yeah. If you read here, you see. In the review, a lot of studies where random forest outperform on the same level techniques in the field of hydrologic application. Give the reference. Wang et al. 2015. He did the research on random forest. Then another one, evaluate regional flood risks. Who? Chen et al. 2012. You will get the reference. Now you are getting the reference. How many people did the research on random forest and which fields? Okay. Then another one. Then give the another one. Giving the list of another one. Nevertheless, there is no study on random forest-based model on typhoon rainfall forecasting. He is justifying. He gave the list. This guy did random forest, used random forest, but they research on this. This guy used random forest, but they researching. But what I'm doing, nobody has done. If you just say no research, no, you have to give the list. You have to give the reference. You get it? So now you got the random forest and how many people did the research. Now you have the idea random forest. Now you can use the random forest for your research. Then this guy giving the list of previous work on support vector machine, SVM, you see. Many studies applied in hydrological forecasting, you see. He's giving list. He's saying many studies in which the SVM approach has been successfully applied in hydrological modeling and forecasting. Then give the list of papers. Chen et al., Chen 2000, Lin et al., etc., here. Clear? From the introduction, now you got the relevant previous works. Now you need to think about yourself. What should I do? Okay? Then at the end, every papers give the objective. Did you get it? The objective of this paper is to provide, etc. Now, you got the ideas, but you need to know the data and method. So if you know that, you need to go down and you need to read data and methods. You see the study area, you need to see, and the methodology part. Did you get it, the methodology part? Yeah, here. You also need to read the methodology. When you are done, you can choose your research group. Right? This is all about choosing the research field. But you must need to read papers. Yeah, anyone, Tima? Yes.
So let's say I want to do my segment. At least how many papers should I read? What's
One thing, like this is 2017, right?
You need to read the recent papers first. You need to see the years of publication. Yeah. Like for my research, I submitted last week on my paper. I read 100 papers. 100 papers and 70 papers from China, Taiwan, everything. You know, China is like doing this. In a bachelor, you don't need to be disappointed. In bachelor, you just do something, right? You know how to do research, how to conduct research, and make a good thesis. That's enough. Then you have the master's and PhD. If you know this thing, then the next step in master's. So after that, when you know the structure, even in within an hour or half an hour, you can read one paper. Like for me, I know the structure, and I know where should I read. Did you get it? So first, you need to understand the structure of the paper. If you miss my paper writing class, just go to the YouTube channel and read it. So when you know the structure of a paper, like if you're a doctor, if you know the anatomy, how many bones in my body, you know everything, what should I do? There's a paper. You read it, then. So continue.
Yeah. So like I was about to ask also like I'm writing my paper.
Mhm.
When I'm carrying out like the research is like
Writing. So today we are talking about the choosing the research field.
oh no.
Yeah.
I
But I can answer you. But if you know this step, I can answer you. But ask the relevant question. That would be good.
okay. So the other thing was one thing that I felt a challenge was to find like which journals to actually publish in. Which are the best journals to
Okay. I'll just give you hints. Okay. But this is not the publishing talk, right? But I will give you hints. Like Elsevier has journal finders. You can search here. Maybe if you arrange the next how to write scientific paper, then the publication will talk in details, but I can give you the hints. Okay. One is Schema. I already given the Schema link, right? From there you can choose, you can find your journals. Did you get it? But you have another options like research. I know Elsevier journal finder. Yeah. Elsevier journal finders. I know this thing, but we are talking about the choosing research field. Yeah, here. This is a one example. Then I will give you two lists. You'll find yourself, or we may talk later. Okay. So here, this is a journal finder from Elsevier. So when your paper is ready, you just put your title, then enter your abstract. Okay, just paste it here, and deliver and submit. Find journal. You should fill the research field. Okay, then find journals. They will give you a list of papers, a list of journals. Then Springer has the same. You just search in Google. Springer find journals. Even Willy has. Willy find this journals. Okay, I just give the hints, the singular way. But if you arrange the next time, I will show everything step by step. Okay, ma, okay? Okay? Did you get the idea? Yeah. There is a tools. I'm playing more than like almost 4 years. So I know this thing. I came off with the zero. Now here. Now I'm a reviewer. So I know this is step. Any question? Shamma question? No? How about online? Okay, let's see. Hello? Oh, off, right?
Hello. What was
Hello?
Hello, we can hear you.
You have, Mayo. Okay. Mayo. Okay, Mayo lah. So if you don't have question, right? Okay, let me share the screen. I know many people have the internet issue, okay? Don't worry. So if you miss the class or the previous classes, just go to the Jalal's Dream, you'll find there. I will upload there. Even I will upload on my Facebook page, Jalal's Dream. Okay, and if you miss the scientific paper writing course, you just visit this. Okay, we finish.